Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Sorry I haven't been around here for the whole weekend. On Friday I was busy, crazy with phone calls all day with my doctor and with the DOR and many different people and just trying to get things done. Also working on projects. Didn't even stream or do anything except work on projects and make phone calls all day on Friday. Saturday I had a major problem. I decided to just take a walk. I was gonna go pick up some food for myself and my mom. Got about halfway there. It was about a 5-7 minute walk from my house, and my leg was in such throbbing pain, and my left calf swelled up, and I had pain all the way from the bottom of my foot all the way up into my thigh, and my left foot went numb. And it took me 40 minutes from a 5 to 7 minute trek. It took me 40 minutes to get back to the house, and I was laid up all night on Saturday night. And on Sunday, my Aunt Millie's birthday is today. She's 82. Yesterday, my cousin Nancy called me out of the blue and said, "Hey, me and my mom, your Aunt Millie, are going to Sizzler for dinner. I was wondering if you and your mom want to come along as well." I said, "Yeah, sure. I'd love to celebrate the birthday for my Aunt Millie with you guys at the Sizzler." So we all went to the Sizzler, and we were there for a long time while my mom and her sister, my Aunt Millie, had a chance to catch up, talk, and do all that stuff. And so we were gone for quite a long time. By the time I got back, it was too late to make a video and to do anything. I just worked on a few designs and then I got, you know, to bed. That's what I did. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, busy weekend. Lots of stuff going on. I got to go to the doctor tomorrow to have my leg checked out because it's worse than it was. And it was very, very painful on Saturday, most of the afternoon and the evening. So that's why there was no video on Saturday. But let me just go ahead and flip over. I'm going to show you guys something. Okay, so here we are. I want to show you what I've been working on. So here we are in ChatGPT. So when we're doing ChatGPT, what I'll do is I'll ask you for a simple prompt. Please write me a detailed prompt to create a design with croquet bow and jack-o'-lanterns hanging down, something like that, okay? And then what it'll do is it'll give me, a nice little design here. I could show you kind of like what that looks like. So jack-o'-lanterns, let me see, it was this one. So it looked like this, okay? It looked like this one right here. So it was a really nice design. Not too much detail. And that was cool. But then when I got into more detailed stuff, and I think it was around here. Thankful, blessed, and grateful. I mean, I wrote a prompt that I had it write me a prompt that was like blown away, okay? That looked like this. And it was way too much stuff. You can still see thankful, blessed, and grateful in there, and that's cool. But I wanted something a little bit more simple, and I'll probably use this as well. But I wanted something more simple or simplified. So then I had it make me this. And to get that, when you're over in ChatGPT, you write me a prompt with fewer details than this one, making the phrase thankful, blessed, and grateful the dominant factor of the design. And then I copy and paste the old prompt of the big detailed one that I had in there into here as well. Right after I put the two periods, it was a colon, something like that. I forget what it's called, man. But I put it there, and then I paste the whole prompt, and then it gives me this down here, which is a very nice, small, very simple, more simplified, not very simple, but more simplified prompt. And then I get this stuff out of it, which is really, 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 really awesome, right? And so now, but I don't stop there. You see, a lot of people would say, "Oh man, it looks good. Get it, put it up, go, run, done." I don't do that. I actually come into a program like this. This is Affinity Photo 2. I have the Pro version. You don't have to have the Pro version because Affinity Photo and Affinity Designer and Affinity Publisher is free to use, but it's not the Pro version. But you can still use it and it'll still do almost the same thing. So, like I said, that blessed one. Now, let me just show you something. If I was to bring in the one that had all the detail, like this, okay, that's a lot of stuff to clean up, okay. But if I was to bring in something like this, that's a lot easier to clean up. Now I can pretty much do this with one click, okay. One click will clear it, but I want to make it a lot more clean than just one click. So I can just do one click like this around the outside, clear, and we're done. Okay. I can add a new layer so I can see what it looks like on a black shirt. Take that black layer, put it down behind the other layer. I can do an edit fill. Whoops. And Z. I need to take this layer and put it down behind this layer. Let's try that again. Secondary. And so that's what it looks like. It's a beautiful design. But some people don't like it with the white outline. So what I'll do is, I'll hit apply on this. What I'll do is, oh wait, let me turn this off. What I'll do is I'll do File, Save As. Oh, I'm sorry, File. I'll hit Save. Wait, let me get rid of this black outline here. Let me get rid of this layer here, black layer. And then let me do File, Save. Now, there are some areas in here that I do want to clean up. I don't like the way this looks right here, okay? Even though it looks kind of cool, I think it would look better if this actually wasn't, well, maybe, I don't know. Oh, I still gotta clean up this. Oh, maybe if I got rid of this. There. And then there's one here I gotta get rid of. Okay. And then those going in like that, I'd rather have them just, let me get my paintbrush. I'd rather have them, let me do this. I'd rather have them completely just filled in. Let me do 4 pixels. I'd rather just have them like this, all cleaned in like this. This nice and no white like that. And then like this one. Oh, actually, let me pick this color. So we got that color. So I'd rather have it like this. Completely filled in like, okay. Then I got another one over here. Gotta fill this in right here. See, this is what I would prefer to have because I think it's gonna look a lot cleaner. And this is what I do. I make sure that it looks as best as it can, you know. This color. Get back to the paintbrush. And I can blur this out. Dominant. Because it's all just black anyway. I wanna not make it look like it. So this is what I do. So I come in and I really clean up my artwork. I don't leave anything just as is. Now that is not going to show up. This fan right here probably not going to show up because I've colored all this in. And that's okay because I can just leave it like that and blur this whole thing out. And now it's just that, it's just sitting in there like that, okay? I should have, and then I got this one over here I have to clean up. So I'm gonna there, side. And this is what a professional graphic artist does. They make sure that their stuff looks as best as it can. Okay? And then I'm going to take the blur tool, blur out this dominant line here. And there it is. Now it's all blended together. Okay? And that's pretty much what I do. I clean it up really, really good. Make sure that things look really, really nice. and not all just bleh. Okay. And then I hit Control S and I save it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I want to make it as big as possible. So when I go to upscale it, I won't have to upscale it that much. And S, and now I'll save. But I even go one further. So this is saved like this right here. So what I'm going to do is I want to make it so it just goes right onto any colored shirt without all this white in here. Okay. Hold on. I want to make sure that it goes on any colored shirt without all this white in here. So I'm going to select, oh, I have to select that right here. There. Grab all this white. And I'll save it as a different named file. So whatever its name is, I'll change the name to something different. And then I'll save it two different ways, you know. And that's pretty much how I do everything. I make sure that I clean it up really, really good so it's not just a bunch of, you know, so it doesn't just look like crap, you know what I mean? I don't want it to look like crap. So I'm going to delete all, do I have all the white? Oh, almost. There's a little piece right here. So I'm going to grab. And then I saw a little piece in the skip here. I'm going to grab. Okay. Anything else? Let me get rid of that. Oh, there's one here. Get rid of that. Oh, one here. Yeah, I'm missing stuff. See, I'm missing stuff. So I get all that and I get rid of all that. Okay. So now it looks cool, but I don't want all that black outline now that I've gotten rid of all that other stuff, you know? So basically what I want to do is I want to get the eraser tool, get it up to about 20 size brush, and I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to get rid of all this outline, just so we can print clean on a shirt without this border around it. So I'll have it two different ways, you know. Just make sure you don't forget anything while you're doing this. That little spot here. And this is, and if you're truly a graphic artist, this is what you'll do. For everybody else who doesn't really draw, you know, it's okay to leave it how it is because it didn't look bad. Like I said, it didn't look bad. You know, it looked very nice, you know, the way it was. I just like to have options. That's why I do what I do. That's why it takes me so long to get shit done, because I'm doing all of this extra work to have options. And I think options are really good. Now, as somebody who isn't a graphic artist and doesn't know how to do this, it's really easy. You can just go back and watch my video, see exactly what I do, just follow along, and you won't have any problems at all. Because I just showed you every step that you need to take to do this. You know? This here. Don't need all that extra stuff. Oh, and look it. I forgot. This section and this section. Okay. And that's another good thing to go around and, you know, to go around the whole thing and to make sure that you got everything, you know. And so we're gonna get rid of this. See, this is really easy. I mean, as long as you don't let your hand slip or something, and I've done that. The outline is so far away. Oh, look at all this! I forgot. This, this in here. All that. Go. As long as you don't let your hand slip, you should be okay by not erasing some of your image. You can go in and hit a Command Z or Control Z, and it'll bring it back. Or is it, you know, or you can try and redraw it if you want, but I guess that would depend on how much of the design you erase when you actually accidentally slip, checking everything, making sure there's no white anywhere. But this is what me as a graphic artist, this is what I do, because I want to make sure that I have options, like I said, and it's as clean as possible. And yeah, I just like the clean look sometimes, and I think people out there in the world, they actually like the clean look. Some people don't mind that big white border; it kind of stands out a lot. It just stand out a lot on a. Maybe I shouldn't have done. That's a cherry stem, like. But some people like a more clean look, and I do sometimes too. Okay, so over here, white, white, get this in here, get this here, that. Okay. This here, get this. I see white there. I don't know what for. Okay. Oh, I can get rid of all that. I don't need any of it. I can actually select that white that's there. That I can get rid of all this. This was irritating me right. That's why I decided to. Here. There's a white part here. Here. And then, yeah, I got to get rid of all this white. Use some white. Then I'll erase all this. Now on a black shirt, this may not show up so well. Miss something there? Okay. There. So now I want to save this. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger again. And I'm going to do file but usually you can save it something different as a PNG with Photoshop, but with this one you actually have to export it as a PNG. Okay, you have to export and you got to change the name, just add a number or something at the end of it, save it right in there. And let me see. Oh wait, file. I exported it to the wrong place. Export one, and I gotta take it over here to Thanksgiving. Save it in there. And there you go. It's there. All right. So this is what I do all the time, and just to let you guys know that I'm sorry I haven't been here for the whole weekend, but I really was trying and it just didn't work out. And I was mad busy doing this stuff that I just showed you today. So, but thank you guys for all your support. My fiance, my son, my daughter, my amazing family here, and all of my family here on YouTube. Thank you so much for all your support, all your blessings, and all your good vibes you send to me every single time you guys check out one of my videos. We'll see you again soon in the comments and in the next video. Peace and guys, Peter, everybody. I love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your Monday, and we'll see you again soon. Peace. Bye-bye. Mad busy. Let me know what you think. Thank you.